Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome to my channel. I'm just going to get this a little adjusted. There we go. So I'm going to do, I have something in my eye. Please forgive me. No, it's not my finger. I'm going to do something that I've seen other people do that I just have never done. But since I'm on a wax, I don't really call it a ban, more of a slowdown. I won't be ordering as much wax just because I have to get through what I already have. I'm sorry. I know it looked like I flipped you off too. So, I'm going to do a what did I melt and burn for January. So, I'm just going to reach over to grab these candle jars. So, I have, and I think these are two different ones, no? Two of the Kushner Creations Spike Secret Stash candles. These are 8-ounce candles. The one was in, and I didn't really clean out the jars. I mean, I get the rest of the wax out, but this is in Cotton Candy VBN and French Vanilla. Both very, very, very good. These little candles are like they pack a punch, which is awesome. And they are also the slowest burning candles ever, which is totally okay. Because it just means they last longer. So next I had a candle that came in this cup, and this is from, and I have notes, so forgive me if I keep looking this way. This is New Moon Candles, and this was Christmas Sugar Cookies. And this was the strongest sugar cookie candle that I have smelled in a very, very, very long time. It was really, really good. It burned pretty clean. There's some junk on the top, you know, where it scorched the sides a little bit, but this one, Sweet Sensations Wax Melts and More. This was in the scent Vanilla Bean Noel, my absolute favorite. I only have 2 more in my hoard from her. So if you like Vanilla Bean Noel, she does the strongest one. This candle, the wick was really wonky in it, and I did let the vendor know. I think what happened was somewhere in the middle, like the wick kind of bent. But once I got it straight, it burned really, really clean. But you can kind of see, well, that's probably from dumping it out. So that's where all this came from, because I know this vendor and I knew that something must have happened in the process. So I continued to burn it to try to fix it. This one I actually bought a while ago, and it's from Willow Moon Candles. Funny story, this is called Like a Fart in the Wind. And this is, like one of those candles that's supposed to take out the, like, bad smells from the air or whatever. And I bought it based on the name of it, and I put it in my husband's bathroom, and he kept moving it. So I finally just decided to burn it up in the living room. It really didn't have a smell. I mean, it did smell kind of bubblegummy on cold, but when it was burning, there really wasn't much of a smell to it. And I think just because it was odor, you know, eliminating candle or whatever they're called, that's why it didn't. So I emptied out quite a lot of clamshells, and this is seriously ridiculous, all this wax that I melted, and I still have a shit ton more. But yeah, so I'm going to start with clamshells first. So this is Scentsationals Strawberries and Cream. This was, I believe I got this in a Roque. It smelled amazing on cold, and it smelled as amazing while it was melting. So it was just these are all just regular clamshells. So there's that one. This is from Skies Soy Candles, and I have a couple, so I'm just going to get all those here. I had bought these in a D-stash. I got this huge box of clamshells, and a lot of them, there was just a kind of a few brands in it. So this one is Apple Cinnamon. I have Pumpkin Patchouli, Lemon Bundt Cake, Marble Cake, this was my favorite. And then Pink Grapefruit Surprise. Now these were older clams that I had gotten, and you can kind of see like this one wasn't white, the rest of them were kind of white. So you can see kind of where the dye had stained the bottom. But they didn't come out very good. Like they came out in kind of chunky just because they were old, but they all smelled amazing. They all performed very, very, very well for being so old, which was great. I don't think I have any information on them because the website that's listed, the skiessoycandles.com, I couldn't get it to go anywhere. Yeah, skiessoycandles.com. So, yeah, I don't really know if they just are doing local now or what they're doing. But next up, I have some clamshells from Simply Soy Candles and Melts. This was another one that I had received in the D-stash. And hold on, I know I have it. Hold on, because you're going to just hold on. It's simplysoy.org. This has the appearance of a larger company, but I still think it is a small business. The clamshells I had lemon drop, mango peach salsa, and then this one is Grandma's Kitchen. These actually, again, performed very, very well for being older clamshells. They came out like the brittly kind of, where you can tell that the soy is old. But really, when it comes down to it, you know, they say ass wax after 6 months, but performance is really what makes the difference, and these definitely did really good. Now, this clamshell, I also believe, just based on, because it's kind of got the same sort of label sticker, is also a Simply Soy. As you can see, I didn't melt all of it. I only did 2. This is in the scent Caramel Apple. This clamshell was really gross. Like, I don't even, you probably can't see it. I mean, look at the pour, it's good. Oh yeah, you can kind of see how it's shiny. It's because it's really, really slimy. And the scent is Caramel Apple, and even now, just opening it, I got a really good whiff of it. It smells amazing on cold, nothing when it was warmed. And I tried it in 2 different warmers, and I just gave up just based on the feel of it. It was gross. This is, oh, I have another clamshell hiding over here in the corner. This is from Bonjour Wax Company. The scent was Oh Bite Me, and it was a palm wax clam. This had a very mild scent, both cold and while melting, which isn't uncommon for that type of wax. I just lost my train of thought. For the palm wax, my hands are freezing. But I don't know, some companies can do palm wax really good and some just are okay. I have 2 more clams here. So this one I also didn't melt all the way. I gave it a couple chances. This is actually from Frankie Scents. It's in the scent Shaving Cream. I bought this from the vendor. I had kind of bought a grouping that she had, and everything else that I had with it was amazing. It wasn't slimy. It all had a very nice, strong scent to it while it was melting and on cold. But this one, nothing. Like, it smells a little, you guys probably know how I like mint, but this one smells a little minty, like on cold. But this is, again, it's just real slimy and just real gross to the touch, but there was nothing when it was melting. Nothing. And I don't like that. And again, everything else that I had was amazing, so I don't know, you know, with wax, especially soy, you never know what can happen. This one is Scarlet Rain and Rainy Day at Sea. I don't know if I got this one in a D-stash that I bought, or if it was one that came with my order. Because I've ordered a couple times, and Scarlet Rain is notorious for going months after her turnaround time that she's got listed, so she usually sends extras, so I don't know if it was one of those. Her clamshells are really pretty, like she puts a lot of effort into it. This one is not one that I would have ordered, but I really liked the scent. It was very, almost calming. It was very nice. Okay, that's it for clamshells, and this video is going to be really, really long. So I hope you like me. Okay, so then I have some scent shots. Okay, so I have two from New Moon Candles. One is Butter Rum Pecan, and the other one is Vanilla Butterscotch Brulee. Both of these I had purchased a sampler that she had. Both of these were very strong when I first put them in the warmer, and it stayed pretty strong for quite some time, but then it was just gone. It wasn't a scent that fizzled out. It just was there and gone, and maybe I got candle nose to it, but yeah, I don't know. This one is Cranberry Marmalade. This was an extra that I had received from one of my Kushner Creations orders, and honestly, I don't like the scent cranberry, so I was kind of leery to put it in, but I did anyway, and the marmalade seems to come out more when it's melting than on cold, so it performed very well, which most of Kushner's does. I've had one or two that like didn't have a strong warm scent, but that won't ever stop me from ordering. Next up, I have, this is Whispering Meadows. I believe I either received these, we had, Erin, the owner, and I had done a product swap, and she had sent me a Roke in December, so I don't know if these came from the swap or the Roke. One was Green Irish Tweed, and the other one was VBN Volcano. These kind of the same as the New Moon, where it had a very strong scent to it while it was warm, and then all of a sudden it was just gone. So, and I got all these bags here. I'm just going to kind of do this quick because I'm already at 12 minutes. So, I have Sweet Sensations Betsy Ross's Kitchen. This was a huge, chunky bunch tart, and it was cut up over time and smelled amazing, amazing. For Kushner's, I melted Strawberry Pretzel. This was a sample, and I don't like pretzel scents, but melting, the strawberry was definitely dominant. Fishy Fishy, this was also a big car tart that I had given to my son for Christmas, and her Fishy Fishy is very, it's strong, and it's spot on to where you seriously smell like, you feel like you're in a vat of those Swedish fish, which is awesome. I'm just kind of separating here so I can go by vendor. I have another Kushner. This was Bobby's Blend. This I had purchased for my daughter, one of my daughters, for Christmas, and it was a beautiful flower tart that we cut up, and it was good. She requested more, so I can definitely oblige to that. I have Wicked Wax of the East. This bag looks really bad, but it's the scent Twilight in the Woods. This was from the Trick or Treat tarts that she had. I actually had this in a different hoard pile, so I found it and I'm like, I'm gonna melt the rest of it. So I melted it over time, and this was a good scent. Twilight in the Woods, I know there's so many. There's Twilight Woods, Twilight in the Woods, and they all smell completely different, but this was a good one, and it performed very well. New Moon Candles Winter Wonderland. This was a sample that I got, and it smelled really good. I have no complaints on that. This is Kiss My Wax. It's Wonderberry Sugar Cookie Candy. I received this in a swap that I did. It smelled really good on cold, but there really wasn't too much there when it was warmed up. Berry Creme Brulee Noel from Rose Girls. I purchased this bag of chunks when I went to the store, and I did my little shopping trip there. And I, cut each chunk in half. And each chunk, lasts, I like to try to see if my scents will last on and off for 2 days. And it did. So I had that one for quite a while, and I love it because I actually very much like both of those scents. There we go. Next up, we have Webby's Wax in Birthday Cake. I received this in a swap, that I remember. And, you know, you think birthday cake, but there's so many different birthday cake type scents out there. But this one was really good, and it performed very well. It's the first time I've ever had Webby's Wax. I would definitely make a purchase from them again. I have Creative Enchantment, Berries and Cream. Love, love, love this scent. It's not very strong, like it's not like knock your socks off, but it's there, and it's there in a good way. This was a tart that I cut up because it was bigger, so I melted it in a couple different times. I say a lot because I don't know what the hell to say sometimes. Oh, I found this gem. This is the Glitterati Candle Company in the scent Christmas Tree. See, you guys can make a drinking game of it. This was poured December 2014. We melted this kind of for shits and giggles to see if it had any scent to it, and it didn't. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that it's Glitterati. I think it just has to do with the fact that it was so old. All right, next up we have Sweet Sensations Wax Melts and More. And I have 4 bags of Vanilla Bean Noel because it's my favorite. These are little fortune cookie ones that I just split up. I have 3 like little wall plug warmers. So I put 1 in each of there. That's how much I love it because they were all going at the same time. And this was 2 Hello Kitty tarts, I want to say, that I cut each in half. Something like that. Of course it performed well. Next one I have from Sweet Sensations is Christmas Cutout Cookies. This was like the best combination of sugar cookies and Vanilla Bean Noel ever. It was amazing. Loved it. We're All Mad Here. This was from her Alice in Wonderland. They were little Alice in Wonderland characters. There was 4. So it would have taken me a little bit to get through these, but this was really good as well. So that's it. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed my 17-minute What Have I Been Melting video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.